Hey everyone, welcome to today's training hosted by me, Rylan Nash. Today's training is for the ethical use of social media by employees here at GroundUp. So let's dive right into today's training. First, I want to say welcome to the ethical use of social media training for GroundUp employees. Today we'll discuss the importance of ethical behavior on social media and impact on our organization here at GroundUp. So, quick overview of our company here. Ground Up is a successful boutique coffee shop in Greenville, South Carolina. We've been in business for 10 years now here, and we have 3 full-time employees and 10 part-time employees. Out of those 13 employees, we're kind of like a close-knit family, and it makes Ground Up special. Annually, we usually do about $1 million in sales, and you have, as far as the roles, you have me, I'm your manager, and then I oversee daily operations, and then Peyton handles all marketing, stock management, and premises upkeep here at Ground Up. Excuse me. So the scenario we have here is recently concerns arose due to employees' social media posts criticizing Ground Up, products and suppliers, and labor practices. So the need for this training on ethical social media use is to align with the organizational values and professionalism. Um, we just got to make sure you guys are being professional online and what you're posting isn't against us or our values. Excuse me. So the importance of ethical social media use. Social media is a powerful tool, but requires responsibility. Employees represent ground up online. And what you post matter, and what you like, what you talk about, all of that matters. Their actions reflect on the business here, and ethical behavior builds trust with customers, maintains reputations, and foster positive work environment. Um, you never know what customer may see what you say or do or post on social media. So that's why it matters, and that's why today's training is important. Just to make sure when you're online, you're being respectful, responsible, and you're understanding that when you're outside of ground up, you still represent ground up. So we have some ethical theory overview. So utilitarianism, actions should maximize overall happiness or utility for all stakeholders. And next you have the overview of deontology. Actions should adhere to moral rules and duties. And lastly, the overview of virtue ethics. Ethics focuses on the character of the individual and cultivating virtuous traits. Excuse me. So when applying these ethical theories, first back to utilitarianism, consider consequences of posts or stakeholders, customers, employees, and suppliers. Just understand that, your actions have consequences online. And the application for deontology: adhere to company policies, respect confidentiality, and avoid harm. And lastly, the application of virtue ethics: cultivate virtues like honesty, integrity, and respect in online interactions. Just make sure, when you have these online interactions, you have those three: honesty, integrity, and respect. Next, we're going to have a few guidelines for ethical social media use. First, represent ground up positively. Avoid negative comments about products, colleagues, or suppliers. Um, Along with customers, you never know what uh uh business that somebody is from that could see what you say about their business or their products. And colleagues, you definitely don't want that. Like I said, we're a close, tight-knit family here at Ground Up, so we don't need to be on social media talking about our coworkers and, hey, Peyton doesn't do this good or Rylan doesn't does this good. So we just want to stay away from that altogether. Next, respect confidentiality. Do not disclose sensitive information or internal matters. Keep internal matters within you and whoever those matters um are with, and just keep it offline. Sensitive information doesn't need to be there. We don't need to know about no one's personal life that you heard about from ground up, or my personal life or Peyton personal life. It doesn't need to be said on social media. Um Next, think before posting. Consider potential impact on the business and others. Just be mindful what you're posting and understand that, what you post may affect someone or the company. And lastly, be authentic and transparent. Disclose affiliation with ground up and relevant posts. Um, just make sure if it's just nothing good to promote the business or talk about, something new at ground up, it doesn't need to be on social media posted by you. All right. So next is our social media policy overview. So first we're gonna start with guidelines. Employees must uphold a positive image of the company by abstaining from negative remarks about its products, colleagues, or clients. Um, they must also preserve confidentiality by refraining from sharing sensitive information. Before posting, employees should assess potential repercussions on the company's reputation, authenticity, excuse me, authenticity, and transparency, including disclosure of affiliation, are essential. Um, the expectations are going to be the expectations every time. Employees must comply with the company's social media policy at all times, no matter what, including outside working hours. Their online engagement should align with the company's values, mission, and professional standards, promoting positive discussions about the company and its industry. And consequences are going to be consequences. Employees who breach social media policy may face disciplinary measures such as warning, suspension, or termination. I hope I don't have to terminate nobody, but if it comes down to it, depending on the situation, I will, based on the severity, you know. Repeated infractions or those damaging the company's reputation may warrant immediate dismissal. I'm not going to put up with it. Because at the end of the day, I run a business and you guys understand my values and how I feel about ground up. And you guys should feel the same way. Uh, we're a family, so why hurt the family's business? Um, Employees are accountable for understanding and adhering to the policy, encouraging to seek clarification as needed. And you guys have these guidelines, expectations, and these consequences. So if you need to go back at any time and relook over them, do that, please. So we're gonna have some real life examples of ethical and unethical social media posts. So ethical social media post and employees praising their company's efforts to promote sustainability, accompanied by photos of eco-friendly initiatives. The post aligns with the company's values and contributes positively to its image. An example of an unethical social media post would be an employee publicly criticizing their employer's diversity practices without attempting internal resolution. Such actions breach confidentiality and can harm the company's reputation. Next steps, conclusion and next steps. The goal of this training is to empower you all to make responsible decisions online, preserving Groundup's reputation. Um, the next steps would be to continue to review the social media policy. Like I said, you have all of these things. So at any time you need to go back, look over everything, and or you have any questions and maybe looking for the answer and don't want to ask, you have this, you can go back and look at it anytime. Um, just to make sure you understand the what we're trying to do here and what we're looking for. And what needs to be online, what does not need to be online. Reach out for any clarification if you need clarification on something, and then apply the principles in daily interactions. I encourage you guys to continuously look at this and just become better with it, make it a part of you. So I just want to say thank you for your time and for your participation and commitment to ethical social media behavior. And you guys have a good one.